that sounded a little bit better. Okay, here's the new plan. Now, I don't know what has happened to YouTube, in that my uploads are sometimes, they're either going normally at a normal speed, which means for every, say, minute of a video, it takes a little over 2 minutes to upload. And yesterday's upload, I started at about 2:40 in the afternoon, and it wasn't available here in Winnipeg for me to even see for, I think it was around 6:40, something like that. So in other words, it took about 4 hours to upload, and it wasn't a very long episode. It was only something like 17 minutes. I can't remember. There's so many. I just know it was sort of like a normal length, maybe a little on the short side compared with what we've normally done here. And anyway, I think what I'm going to try to do is start my upload not later than 2 in the afternoon until YouTube gets their act together. I don't think it's me. I don't think it's on my end, because when I noticed it was running real slow, I ran 2 different speed tests, and both of them indicate that I had upload speed of very fast. At least, it was. I would say it was very fast, faster than normal. And so I should have been uploading that video in time for people that like to start watching it right away, which is 5 p.m. Winnipeg time. No, it was about, I guess 2 or 3 years ago, I started uploading it and having it posted. It used to be I would just let it be available as soon as it was uploaded. And then I thought, no, I'll have it at a particular time, and that way it'll be sort of like a daily show. It sort of comes on at 5 p.m. Well, that's if you live in Central Standard Time. I thought it might be a little bit nicer, but now I'm having this problem, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing. You see the geese flying over there by the bridge. I'm zoomed in maximum. There was no sunrise this morning. We'll talk about the sunrise a little later. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble here, and I think what we should do is get in on our. I believe that these are going to be the rocket launcher that we're going to be making. I'm not sure if that's what it's called. Sort of a precursor, I guess, to missiles. Let's move in here and see what we have to do. We got to find some plastic parts and some photo etch parts, and we have to. It says make 4. For some reason, I scratched out the 4 and I wrote 5. Now, I do not remember doing that. I guess somebody must have made a recommendation that you actually need 5 of these things. So, we'll make 5. Providing there's parts for 5, that is. Anyway, let's move in here and see what we can do. Now, all right. I'm paging ahead here because I'm just checking to see when is it that we're going to actually need this hull back on the model table. And it isn't until we get to step 74, which is getting pretty close to the end. And by that time, we'll be putting on the big guns and the little guns as well. And actually, they're not all that little in reality, are they? Okay, let's recompose here, and let's get this out of the way before I accidentally, when I'm reaching over, break something. Well, it appears that we must have broke off an F9 at one time, because I've got it separate here in a little package. And there are 3 F sprues. Now, I haven't checked yet to see if there actually are enough of these pieces to make up 5. But I can well imagine that the person that recommended it to me knew what they were talking about. Yeah, you know, I'm just sort of curious. I vaguely remember getting the comment, but yeah. If you're the person that recommended 5, maybe in the comments on today's episode you could re-comment and let me know why we need 5, and maybe where the 5th one goes. Although on the other hand, when we turn the page here, I'm probably going to see. Anyway, I'm having trouble getting going here today, aren't I? And the time is marching on. It's almost noon. Maybe I just haven't had enough coffee. Okay, I think we're finally getting going here. Now, here's the plan. We need 5 number 35s. That's these. And we need 5 number 48s. That's these. And there are a total of 6, because there's 3 sprues. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to make all 6 and then use the best 5. At least that's the plan. And I think what I'll do is I'll probably just do one on camera, and you mean I can't even nip and talk at the same time? I mean, how hard is this? Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead now and get the others. Now, to make up 1 unit, you might call it, we need a combination of number 21, 22, and 23. And because they're pretty similar, although I imagine that when I tried to put them together, if I had them wrong, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to nip them all off and put them in 3 separate tins, and then we'll trim them later. So let's see, if I nip back here, am I going to accidentally break anything? No. Okay. Now, this might go pinging off. Maybe trying to do this on camera is not a good idea. Oh, you'll notice instead of cutting, let's see, how can I put this? Instead of cutting square, like this, I'm cutting at an angle, and that way it kind of pushes the part down instead of squeezing it together, like right here where there's a connection. Now, if I'm trying not to, well, I think you know what I'm saying here. Okay. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and get all the others. Okay, it was kind of bothering me that I wasn't very clear there. Okay, now, these are our number 21s right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I have the cutter like this, and when I nip, it's going to squeeze. It's going to squeeze apart, or maybe I should say not squeeze, but spread. It's going to spread this piece this way, and this piece this way. And if you have a very delicate connection, like we've got right here, there's a possibility that it's going to misform the end of these little pieces. So if you have the cutter at an angle like this, when it does its spreading, it sort of lifts it up and bends it this way rather than pushing it together. So I'll just slowly do this. Now I hope this is gonna work. I'm just gonna go really slow here. Okay, now you notice how it kind of lifts it up instead of shoving it in. That's what I was trying to describe before. Okay, I find that actually works quite well. Now in this case, it's gonna shove our part down into the tablecloth. We shouldn't be doing any damage to the little connection. Okay, I think I beat that to death, didn't I? This was yesterday morning, just as the sun was peeking over the horizon. Now, that's our horizon. Now, we've got the berm and the bridge and everything there, which makes the elevation a little higher, so our horizon isn't the official horizon. But anyway, it came over the berm, you might say, at 7:47 yesterday morning. Now, the sun is rising approximately 2 minutes later each day at this time of the year. Not quite, maybe a minute and 45 seconds, but we'll call it 2 minutes. So this morning at 7:49, this is what we were seeing. And just in case somebody wants to know how close can you actually move in, well, this is it. Now, a few hours ago I had said something to the effect of I wanted to do my uploading a little bit earlier. So I'm going to call it quits for today. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to come back, to the model table here later this afternoon and trim these parts. I want to do it in sort of a relaxed manner and enjoy it. And that way it'll be fun. Okay. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get a coffee visitor. And he's going to be coming in about a little over an hour and a half. He comes at 3:30. Normally. Okay, so thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow.